Only way to change the world and have people change their mind about who we are is to show people who we really are. Kill them with kindness. That's what you do. If someone wants to not like you because of the color of your skin, then you love them anyway. That's what you do. It's hard to hear, people, but that is what you do. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Leslie, and today I just took my braids out and I'm like, I gotta do a makeup look with my hair looking like this, take some pictures. It's mad dirty though, don't get it twisted, but still, I called my cousin. I was like, yo, like, we're gonna braid my hair again, but like in 2 days we're gonna just take it out so my hair could be like wavy like this, so I could be on the beach like people pay for hair like this. You see this? Oh god. My friend Eve is on FaceTime, like always. It's either Michelle or Eve. Like, Michelle's usually in my bed, though. She's not here today. Eve is on FaceTime. And I was like, if you stay on the phone with me, I'll do a makeup look for the people. And she's like, let's do the makeup look for the people. I'm like, okay. But before we get started, Eve, what do you want to tell them to do?
Subscribe.
And what else?
Hit that notification bell.
Bam! Bam! Hit that bell! Everybody say hi.
Hi guys.
Hit that bell.
So do you want me to? Want me to? So do you want me to? Want me to?
Alright, I hate when I look cute, because when I look cute, ooh, I don't know how to act. But I just washed my face. I just washed my face, so I'm gonna use a toner real quick. Something light, because I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna use witch hazel. I'm just gonna put something on there. Get the pH balance. My face feeling dry. I'm gonna do like a really cute, like, basic look. Like, maybe I should do like a beach look, like I said. You think I should do like a beach look? But like, what's a beach look entail? I don't even know what a beach look is. Like, what's a beach look? I really don't want to like use a crazy moisturizer. I'm just gonna go in with this glossy Touch and Soul, because we are gonna gleam. We're not going to be matte today, sis. No, today. You have the Touch and Soul, right? It smells like product. Like, if you're gonna put fragrance in it, like, really put fragrance. But if you're not, like, damn, like, it stinks.
Black chemicals.
It smells like a primer. Like, what a primer, when you look at a primer and you smell it, that's what it looked like. So I'm gonna use, ooh, we're gonna look glowy. We're gonna go ahead. Remember, Eve, when I said to you that I didn't like the liquid highlighter?
Yes.
So I got the Iconic London, and that shit's fire.
Oh my god, you're getting all this stuff I need. I know.
Actually, I should do my eyebrows first, right? You right. You right. You right, Instagram. I mean, YouTube. You're right, YouTube.
Like, that's a little bit crazy.
So I did my eyebrows like in 12 seconds. You saw that? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Iconic London, like I said before. I put it right on this brush, this foundation brush, because I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way of doing it. That's just the way I do it. And I did like 2 little drops you saw. And I'm just gonna rub it in the places that should be highlighted. That's what I'm doing. Got my beauty blender. Got my beauty blender that I always forget to wet. All right, so now that I did that, I'm gonna go ahead with my foundation. I might want to put a little bit more on my nose though, really quick, just so I can make sure I have like the amount that I would want. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so I use like a dewy primer, so I'm probably gonna go with like a more of a matte foundation, because I want it to even out. I don't want to be like too glowy, too hoey, just like kind of glowy, a little hoey, you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna go in with MAC. I feel like this is pretty matte. It's pretty matte, but we're gonna do it because that's where my heart is telling me to go. And I'm gonna use my BoxyCharm brush. I know that's crazy, but these brushes are pretty fire, and it like, oh, no product stays on here. It's awesome. So you know, one of the videos that I want to do, one of the videos I've been fiending to do is like on light skin privilege and also like light skin racism. Like, I think I want to do a video on that because I've been talking about it a lot. It's funny how you can see like the highlight underneath. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Because being light skinned is a privilege. Like, people don't realize that. But also, black people don't help light skin privilege because I always have to defend my blackness to everybody because I'm light skinned. And it's aggravating. And it's really not fair that I have to, like, I defend black people more than I defend, like, any race. And then black people don't even accept me because of the way I speak or the way I look or the color of my skin or how I dress, because I'm not black enough for the black culture, but then I'm also not white enough for the white culture. And people wonder why light-skinned people, like, I understand, like, we were always put above, so I get that privilege. Like, you know how they always say, like, you would be in the house, like, you would be a house slave. You wouldn't be, like, in the you know what I mean? You wouldn't be out in the fields as a slave. You would be like a house one. But still, like, I feel like I'm always defending blackness and black people and black culture. Like, even when we have dinners, right, and we talk to our friend, I don't want to say her name, and she asks questions, and I'm always defending the black culture. But then, like, black people call me white girl all the time. They're like, oh, you look like a white girl. You're Caucasian. Like, oh, you're white. And it's like, oh, because I don't want to listen to rap music. I don't want to listen to over and over again means I'm a white girl. That song's mad annoying sometimes. I like the song, but, like, I don't like that part. It drives me crazy. It literally drives me crazy. No offense to the song. It's still a fire song. It's mad popular, but I'm just not a hip hop person. But that makes me less black because I don't want to listen to hip hop all the time. And there's certain hip hop music I will listen to, but it's usually like lyrical hip hop. And because I said like, I'm definitely a white girl because I said like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I want to do, like, a whole video on that. Like, comment below if you think that that's, like, a good topic. If you want to hear my thoughts on that. Some people just want me to shut the hell up. And that's okay.
We can go to another channel.
Yeah, but I just feel like I always have to defend my blackness, you know, to everybody. Like, men, women, it doesn't even matter. I didn't get along with people in college because of my blackness. So, what do you think about that? Eve, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I think you should talk about it.
I should, right? I should just talk about it right now. I'm like, I feel like doing makeup, but I also felt like talking about blackness. So, I feel like light skin privilege, like being a lighter skin person, since we are more acceptable in society, even though a lot has changed. You know what I mean? A lot has changed, obviously. I mean, there's a lot of work to do, but since a lot has changed, it's not like a huge like thing, light skin privilege, but like me being a lighter skinned woman, I have to be more outspoken about blackness. You ever notice that like the people who are like the most outspoken about like racism or you know, any sort of black topic, like the N-word or any of those things, it's always like a light skin, like, you know how many light skinned women activists there are? You know what I mean? Like, even Tracy Ellis Ross, like, she's so, like, I feel like she had to go, like, her whole life defending her blackness. Like, there was an episode of Blackish where there was a whole episode about being light-skinned black. And it's like, not only are you racist against black people, like, white people are racist against black people, but, like, black people are racist against, like, that is literally a thing. Right. And it's like, I think that it's black people's jobs and duties. Like, there's so many interracial couples and interracial love and interracial people that we have to allow people to accept or be happy about the blackness that they have instead of bringing them down for not being black enough. Like, you should be happy that I consider myself black. Because if I consider myself white, then it would be a whole different war. It would be like, I'm not black, I'm white. But then everybody would be like, no, you black, you would come for me. Right. So don't get mad at me. Or even like, I had a couple of black friends in college. And like, I never felt like, not that, like I said, I had like really close black friends in college. And then I had like acquaintances that are black in college. And there were not that many black girls in my school. But I remember being completely just different from like the black girls at my school and the white people at my school. Like I was my own like individual. Like I went to college, and knowing me, I don't, you know me, like I'm funny, I'm a friend. Like if you're gonna know me, you're gonna be my friend. And if you don't want to be my friend, I'm gonna make you be my friend. Like that's just how I am. So like I got into a fight with a person that was black at my college. Me, I got into a fight with there's only like maybe 20 black girls in my class, and this girl, me, got into a fight with one of the black people in my college on my campus. And it's like, I'm such a, and a part of me is like, I don't think that she had a problem with me. I think that it was just like she was drunk and stuff like that. But it also made me feel very uncomfortable about my blackness. Like, I can't get along with black people. I can't get along with the white people. I'm too loud for the white people, not loud enough for the black people. I don't know what the word thought means, so I'm just not black. Like, it's just aggravating. It was like the most aggravating thing to have to go through, because how do you find friend groups? I always got along with Spanish people though. Always was accepted by Spanish people, but I think it's because people thought I was Spanish. But then I have friends that when they find out that I'm black, they're like, oh, she's black. Like, ew. You know what I mean? Or their family. It wouldn't be my friends. It would be like the family members. Like, they would talk shit about me. Not only would they talk shit about like the fact that I am a black woman, they would talk shit about my weight. Because Spanish people have no filter. Like, if you're fat and black and you're dark-skinned black, forget it. Like, they're not, I know people that, like, I'm friends. I have a best friend, or I had a best friend that is Spanish, like straight up Spanish, but they don't want her marrying a black man, her family. And I'm like, wow, like, you're gonna say that right in front of me? Like, you don't trust black men, but I'm a black woman, but I'm not considered black. And another thing that I don't like about being a light-skinned black woman sometimes, or it's not that I don't like it, like, I love who I am, but one of the things that bothers me, I'm gonna put on setting powder, Fenty, just in case you're wondering what I was doing. Another thing that kind of bothers me is that, like, the way they treat women of color in the hair salon, in the Dominican hair salon, is different than how they would treat a Dominican person or a Puerto Rican person or a Spanish person. I can have, like, less kinky hair than a Dominican, right? Like, I could have, like, but they won't perm her hair because they know that she's Spanish.
Right.
Isn't that weird? Like, their first go-to isn't, oh, perm your hair. The first go-to is to, like, figure out other ways, like, blow out their hair. Like, if I was, you know, I can't speak for all the Spanish culture because I'm sure there are Dominicans that probably have had their hair permed. But I don't know many Spanish people who have perms. I really don't. Like, that's always been a part of the black culture. But how come my hair is how it, like, you see it. Like, you see what it could do without a perm. Like, look at it. I just took it out braids and it looks like this. Like, imagine, you know what I mean? If I came in with a Spanish mother and was like, oh, can you give her a wash and set and a blowout? It wouldn't be a question of whether I need a perm or not. It's like, she's Spanish.
Right.
Like, that makes a huge difference. The way that they treat Spanish hair in the salon and black hair in the salon, regardless of the hair texture, is two different things. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe nobody's ever, like, gone through that, but I have. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes where they will treat the girl with the same hair texture as me that's Spanish. I mean, I do have kinky hair, but I definitely don't need a perm. But so why was that the first thing that I should do? And then again, my mom had a perm, but my mom has way nicer hair than me. She just didn't want to deal with it. So it's like, my mom, I don't even know. I know that she's black, but I don't know the other side of her 100%. She said it was German, but I feel like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've never been genetically tested to see, and she didn't really know her father. So it's like, who knows, like, what I really am. I could be Spanish. I could be black. I could just be a light-skinned black person, and we just don't know it. I could be like 75% black. I could be straight African. You know what I mean? So it kind of aggravates me, like, the whole thing with, you know, that bothers me. Like, I don't know. You have anything to say, Eve? You could talk while I get this palette. You have anything to say?
No, I mean, I'm a dark-skinned black woman, so I've never come across that kind of, you know, prejudices. But my sister is light skinned, and she's had to deal with some things. So I mean,
black, or don't get it wrong, like, dark-skinned black people have it worse than light-skinned black people. Like, so that's why I call it light-skinned privilege.
Yeah.
Like, there's such thing as being light-skinned and having a privilege. Like, my sister talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, I can come to a room for a job interview. Me and you, Eve, can go to a job interview, and I'm more likely to get hired because it's like, okay, she might be a little bit less blah blah blah.
Right.
Mind you, you're like the most peaceful person in the history of the world, but the color of your skin has that, you know, there's that judgment of like, oh, but she's a black woman. Like, how is she gonna deal with the culture of our team?
Right.
But I'm light skinned and I don't speak in slang. Neither do you. You don't speak in slang and stuff like that. But like the fact that you are black, it's like, okay, we don't know what size she is. Like, we don't know what size she has. This is a blush palette, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably put setting powder on my lid because I don't really want to do that much. I'm gonna use like a bronzer, and then I'm gonna put like a really pretty pink in like the tear duct. I'm not gonna do like a full eyeshadow look. Into it. All right. So what was I talking about? Black people. I don't remember. But all I know is that I hope that we do better, and then I do hope people with privilege like step up more and realize
I just feel like black people need to support black people. We already come against so much in this world. We just need to support each other. That's it.
And Spanish people need to support black people too. Like that. Like, people think things of you too. Just because you're Spanish don't mean that they think anything different from me than you. I'm just saying. Because I know a lot of people that, like, they think that they're Spanish, that they're above black people. And it's like, no, they're thinking the same thing of you. If they're being racist, like truly racist, they're not thinking anything different of you than they are of me. Especially, I'm talking about the Spanish, like, out in, you know, because there's white Spanish people, there's black Spanish people. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but, like, I can go to Spain and I could be from Spain, but like I'm darker. Like, I look light skin in the camera, but like I'm still like a little tan. So they're not gonna be like, oh, she's a white woman. There's Spanish people that look white. And they get a certain amount of privilege. Like, if you come to a job interview and you're a white Spanish person and your name is Michael, like, no worries, bro. Like, you got the job. Like, although, like, I know, like, you do still have to work hard, not to, like, discredit any white people that have gotten their jobs or white Spanish people who've gotten their jobs. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, let's really be aware of what's going on around here. Let's still understand that, you know, we get paid less. Let's still understand that I can go to Sweden and I can get into a club, but my black friend can't get in the club. Almost died. I almost killed myself there. But yeah, like, it's important for people to realize that I want to make sure everybody understands that I know that I have a light skin privilege and I get treated differently. And let's talk about men and light skinned women, because let a black man that don't like black women find out I'm black. Energy changes, okay? Because I'm cute. It's all cute and good when I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. But when they find out I don't speak no Spanish and I'm black, it's like, you don't want none of this no more. Why? It's not like you're not attracted to me. Because I'm black, all of a sudden that energy changes. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. It's like, oh, like, I thought you were Spanish. Well, I'm not. But that shouldn't make any difference on whether or not you like me or you would want to be with me or anything like that. So black men need to do better too. I'm not saying you gotta date anybody you don't want to date. Like, you don't have to date nobody you don't want to date. Like, you're not attracted to someone, but don't be attracted to me because you think I'm Spanish, and then that energy changes when you find out I'm all black. I'm not all black, but most black. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that stuff at all. Eve, you can chime in anytime you want.
Oh, I agree.
I agree. Thanks, Eve. But yeah, it bothers me, and I have trouble with being in a relationship with a black man because I'm thick. I have trouble being in a relationship in general because I'm thick. Like, that's another struggle. Like, being light skinned is a privilege, but like being a bigger light skinned person, it don't really help. But I know for a fact that if there was only 3 women in the world and there was a dark skinned woman, or two people in the world, there's a dark skinned Leslie and a light skinned Leslie, most men will pick the light skinned Leslie because everybody would want to see that on their arm. Unfortunately, that's just the world that we live in. And it's sad because I've seen so many beautiful black women, and I hate to see those, oh my gosh, she's so pretty for a black girl. Like, no, she's just pretty.
Right.
Like, you're attracted to her, sir. You don't have to make it seem like it's weird because she's black. It's okay. She can be African American and a beautiful woman. She could be dark skinned and be a beautiful woman. And the fact that we're even still having this conversation sucks. And the only reason why I thought about this, it was like I was watching a movie. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was like, damn, like I'm pretty sure like there were so many black women that probably auditioned for this role and the light skinned girl got it. Because it's more aesthetically pleasing. No, don't get it twisted. There are some black women that do get roles. Like, it's changing. Like, Issa Rae. Issa Rae, girl. She's doing it. She's doing it for the people. Like, I want to see, like, real black women. Not that I'm not, and that's the problem. I'm not considered a real black woman. Like, it sucks. But, like, but there's a reason why there's that disconnect. Because if I go for an audition for a part and someone who's darker goes for a part, like, I'm more aesthetically pleasing because of the color of my skin. It don't matter, like, what the talent is. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just all about, like, what it is, like, with the looks and stuff like that. So, Issa Rae's doing it, though. It's changing. Slowly but surely.
Slowly.
That's why I really like Issa Rae's show. Because it shows, like, all ethnicities. Like, you got light-skinned black men, dark-skinned black men, light-skinned black women, dark-skinned. The lead is a dark African-American woman. Like, there's not that many shows. Most leading shows with a dark-skinned woman, Love and Hip Hop. Why you gotta be ratchet to get TV time? Mm-hmm. Not that every woman on Love and Hip Hop is ratchet, but like, why does that have to be our narrative? It doesn't have to be. So just in case you guys were wondering, I'm using the Anastasia. This is the mahogany. I just use that to like, it's not really contouring, it's just bronzing. But I will take a puffy brush again, like, cause this is like a beach look, and I'm gonna like put it all over my face. It's really scary to see, but like, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna like, and I'm going to dab all of it off. And I'm going to start at the edge of my head and just like, all right. So now I'm going to go in with a blush. Where is it? I feel like this Tarte color is perfect. Like perfect beach color. Perfect, perfect, perfect. If quarantine ever ends. It's like this. It's called Captivating. My God, it's so beautiful. It's like my favorite blush. Eva's making mad noise right now. I know. Just ignore her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. All right, so I'm going to take this bronzer again, and I'm going to put it in my, on my eyes, like in my crease, because I want to give it like a different dimension. I'm going to start from the end and then slowly bring it in all the way here. I'm not as woke as I should be, though. I'm not as woke as I should be. Like, I should be a lot more woke. Like, there's a lot of black history I don't know or understand. There's a lot, like, if you say something, sometimes it's kind of embarrassing because I won't maybe know how important that person is in history. But I'm very much aware of, like, what it means to go to a diner and everybody's looking at you because you are the blackest person in there and I'm light skinned.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I know what that feels like because I live down south. I lived upstate. And believe it or not, upstate New York, certain places,
you have to be careful.
You still have to be careful. Exactly. They still be waving that Confederate flag like it's the fad of 2020. They do not care. There are still schools that there's only one black person in their school, and then when they see you, like, I still can't go to China without people wanting to take pictures with me. I used to work at Woodbury Commons, and people would want to take pictures with someone who's black because they've never seen it. So we have to educate people on these things because, like and you know what? It makes it even worse. Africans look down on American black people. And it's like, you can't win. You can't fucking win. You can't win no matter what. Because at some point, your culture is going to look down upon you because you're not from there. Like, the fact that, like, an African man will come move to America for the American dream and not date a black woman, even though they're from Africa and that's what they know. Because that's not the American dream. Y'all can disagree with me. But I know African men that are that way and they lived in Africa their whole life and they will not date a black woman. And that's their preference. Go for it. But understand the reason why that is. Because it's looked down upon. I'm putting Tarte in my tear duct. But it's looked down upon to be black. And then you're moving up if you marry something white.
Yep.
Sad. It's sad, but it's the sad truth. Not everything's about race, guys. I love my white people. Y'all know it. And I love messing with y'all. I love making it seem like I'm offended, even though I'm not. It's fun. But like, I love when white people ask me questions too, because then it's showing that you want to be more woke about the situation. Like, it's maybe something like, I'll talk about the conversation we had with our friend. So the Super Bowl just passed, not just passed, it happened in February. And this woman came up to me that works there. I went to high school with her, and she says, I was at brunch on Super Bowl Sunday because I'm different. But I was at brunch, and the game didn't start yet or nothing. And she was like, who do you want to win? So what's his name on the rate? No, he's not on. Who's in the Super Bowl? What's his name?
Is it Kaepernick?
No, he's not. No, we're not calling Kaepernick. No. Don't listen to her. She really don't know what she's talking about.
No.
Who was in the Super Bowl? Mahomes. They were like, who do you want to win? I said, I want the black guy to win. I want Mahomes. Whoever team Mahomes is on, I want him to win. And she looked at me like I was crazy. She not like I was crazy. She was just like, oh, okay, I don't really know anything about football, but I was just asking just to make conversation. I'm like, girl, don't make conversation then, because you got the wrong one. Because I'm going to say something crazy and you're going to be like, what? And that's exactly what happened. So then my friend was like, well, how come if I, was watching a game, or if you asked me the same question and I said, oh, I want the white guy to win. Like, why would that be offensive? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. She's a white woman. She's like, how come I can't do that, but you can? And I looked her in her eyes and I said, y'all already won everything. Y'all won everything. Y'all won everything. Name one sport y'all ain't won. Name one thing that you guys haven't done. Y'all have everything. You've had everything. You continue to have everything. So when there's a black person doing something spectacular, it's like, finally there's another role model doing something that I can look up to, or my children can look up to. The black girls that just won the gold medal from the swimming competition. I don't remember her name. You remember her name? I can't remember her name. But why did it take, it happened last year? Why did it take all the way till now for there to be a black woman swimmer to win a gold medal? Why is Simone Biles such a superstar? I mean, she's a superstar because she's a beast. Like, don't get it twisted. But why is that, like, different that a black woman is dominating gymnastics? It means something to us when someone in our culture wins, because we still can't get nominated for certain awards because we're black. So when that changes and we have won, one person has won everything in a category, I'm gonna always say I want the black person to win, because there's only a few of us. All right, I put that in my crease. That was deep, I know. So I'm gonna end this by saying, not end it, but I'm gonna say that I'm not like the woman. I don't know everything about black culture. I just make people aware that I'm aware about what's happening in this world. Like, I'm aware. I might not talk about it all the time, but like, I talk about it a lot more than a lot of black people. But yeah, that's my point. I'm not gonna go into it no more than what I already did. I mean, if y'all got questions, let me know. I guess like everybody's not gonna have the same opinion, and I respect that. Just because I think a certain way, don't mean you need to feel the exact same way as me for me to be your friend. Like, it's cool. I also don't get mad when people don't like black people. Like, I get it. I mean, if that's your prerogative, if that's how you want to feel, I'm not going to be mad about you not liking me. You don't know me, and if you're ignorant enough to not like me because you don't know me, like,
your problem.
Yeah, I don't care. You're lost. I don't care, bro. Yeah, I mean, they don't know what they don't know until they know. Like, and the only way to do is to, like, be that person. Walk into that. Be like Jesus. Just because everybody else was cursing everybody else didn't mean Jesus. I mean, Jesus did curse out a couple people. But, like,
He cursed them out.
He destroyed that store. In Jerusalem. Was it Jerusalem?
Yeah.
I know the Bible, too. Y'all ain't know? Point is, guys, this is the point. Love each other. Love each other. Love each other. Love each other. That is the point. Thank you. Less is more. Less is more. Fenty. That's for every season.
Every season, Fenty.
My favorite lip gloss in the history of gloss. Like, if it wasn't for this gloss, I wouldn't have bought everything else. Like, I bought everything else because of this gloss. Alright, guys. I'm about to spray my face. I got a phone call, like, in the middle of all that. I had a giveaway. I gave away this flat iron, and like, months ago, and she just picked it up. But everybody's been quarantine crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face with this Power Up Dual Phase Setting Spray. It's like a little bit dewy. Yep. And then I already put mascara on, my lashes on. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this look. Let me just let it, so you can see. Look at that cute little, it's like highlight, but it's not like too highlight, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is my beach look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was kind of a random video, but like, I just really felt a need to talk about how important it is to use the power that you have. You know, if you are a light-skinned African American, I'm not saying like it's your job to save the world. I'm just saying that just be aware of the power that you have. And then also be aware of the fact that things are changing, and there's power in that, and let's support each other. Let's just support all skin tones. Let's support all races. Let's support everybody of all aspects of life, but let's also be aware of the things that still need change. And I really hope that this video kind of opens eyes to, you know, a lot of the crap that goes on. Like, you would think like, damn, I didn't know you went through that sort of thing. I didn't know that you felt like you couldn't fit in with your own race or whatever. But I hope that opens up some eyes, and I'm gonna do more videos like this where I, you know, just talk about things and do my makeup, because I just really loved my hair, and that's kind of why it all started. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures in my little shirt. My little shirt. And I love you and of course so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll do more videos like this. If you comment below, let me know what you think. I'm really super excited to hear what you think about light skin privilege and just any sort of conversation you want to have, if you want to have a further conversation on this, because I'm very interested in this topic. I'm thinking about bringing my sister on live one day to talk about this, because I don't think a lot of people are aware that we have power sometimes that other people don't, and it's important for us to use it if you would like. So peace, people, and go to the beach like this. Oh, girl.